Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Me Do Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and friends, as you all know, this is CAT 21 Dream IIM series, in which in 75 days and 75 videos we are covering all topics for CAT 21 and becoming ready for CAT 21 exam, which is this year on 28th of November. Friends, in our CAT Dream IIM series, today's video is a part of VARC section. Amongst VA, we have already there 3 videos are there. 2 videos on VA basics, video number 2 and 15, you can refer them, and 1 video on grammar, which was video number 10. In total, there will be 5 videos on grammar. Today we will be continuing this grammar video and go to the next topic and study about pronouns. In our grammar 1 video, we have already discussed about nouns. So see, reason for keeping pronouns after nouns is just because pronoun is in a very simple way related to nouns. What is a pronoun? It is a word used in a place of noun. So Ram is doing this. Instead of that, we are saying he is doing this. So he is used instead of Ram. So word used in place of noun, that is known as basically pronoun. What are different types of pronouns? So there can be personal pronoun, and within personal pronoun there can be 3 persons. First person referring to I or we. Second person referring to the person in front, you. And third person, someone who is not in the frame, he, she, it. All these are types of personal pronoun. Then possessive pronoun. From this personal we can create possessive pronouns. Himself, his, herself, myself, themselves. These are all possessive pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. That, those, these, which are used for demonstration. That person, those people. This is known as demonstrative. Indefinite, for which quantity is not fixed. When we say some or when we say anyone, we don't know about the exact quantity. That is known as indefinite. Pronouns of quantity, which relates to quantity in some way. For example, more, much, little. Distributive, pronouns which are related to some distribution, like everyone, which covers everyone. Each, pinpointing. Either, from, selection. Everybody. Interrogative, used for basically your questions. Who, whose, which, what. So all these are basically pronouns. Today's our main agenda is discuss some common usage of pronouns, some rules, so that in questions related to your errors or correction, we can use these rules and solve. So let's come to the first rule. While confessing a fault, the sequence of personal pronouns should be as follows. Examples: I, you and he are in the wrong and will be punished. So when you are confessing something wrong, always use the first person first. My mistake. Second, the person who is there, and third, person who is not in the frame at all. So when we say some kind of fault is there, always do this way. First person, second person, then third person. I, you and he. Second rule. So this was basically fault, or basically we can say negative idea. This is just the opposite. When there is some positive idea. In positive idea, never start with yourself. Positive idea always start with the you, person who is there in front. Then go to the third person and then first person. You, he and I will get an award. Second person, third person, then first person. So these 2 rules tell in positive as well as in negative idea what we should do. Next rule. When two singular noun joined by and denote the same person or thing, pronoun used for them must be singular in number. Okay. The accounts officer and treasurer should be careful in his work of keeping accounts. So in this, it is they are joined. So we will they are joined and it denote the same person or thing. Person who is account officer as well as treasurer. One person, so it should be his. When two singular noun are joined by and are preceded by each and every, pronoun must be singular. Okay. So whenever we have and, okay, and each and every is there, in that case we should always use singular. Every student and every teacher took his or her seat, not their seat. Let us move to the next rule. When a singular noun and plural noun are combined by or either, neither nor, singular noun usually comes first and pronoun must be in plural. Either the manager or his subordinates failed in their duty. So just look at this. So when manager is singular, subordinates are plural. So this is singular, this is plural. So in this case, singular will come first and pronoun must be plural. Important rule. Next, when a personal pronoun is connected by conjunction with some other word in objective case, it must be in objective or accusative case. These clothes are for you and me, not myself. Okay. The personal pronoun yours, ours, hers, theirs and its are written without apostrophe. So it will never be yours sincerely. Wrong. It will be yours sincerely. Personal pronouns are always without apostrophe. When a personal pronoun is used as a complement to the verb to be, it must be written in nominative. It was he who could solve the problem easily. So whenever it is in the form of to be, we will use it in the nominative case. It was he. The personal pronoun should be used in objective case in a sentence beginning with let. Okay. So whenever sentence begins with let, we should use it in objective case. Let him or her go to his office immediately. Next rule. One can be used to talk about people in general. The pronoun that follow one should be one's, not his or her. One should do his duty. No, one should do one's duty. So when one is used for general, so in that case it should be always one's. Another important rule. A relative pronoun must always be placed as near its antecedent as possible. Also, it must always agree with antecedent. So near to incident, and it must agree with antecedent in terms of number, gender and person. This is the manager who abused the clerk. So this who is basically referring to the manager. So use it along with manager and same, singular or singular. Okay. Generally, the relative pronoun in objective case is omitted. The student whom you wanted to punish is absent. So see, whom is basically understood here. Relative pronouns in objective case you omit it, means we leave it. Student whom you wanted to punish is absent today. Do not write whom, it is understood. The pronoun who, whom and whose are generally used for person. Okay. So who is used in nominative case. In nominative case, use who. Let us see the example. Sarita is the student who got an award. So nominative case referring to Savita, use who. Whom is used in objective. So in case of objective, use whom. They are the thieves whom the police caught. So here it is objective case, we will be using whom. Whose is used in possessive. So whenever it is possessive, this is the student whose certificate. Possession, use whose. So who, whom and whose, depending upon which case it is, nominative, objective or possessive, make the use. Next rule. When the relative pronoun is in different cases, one in the nominative and other in the objective, it must be mentioned twice, one for each verb. So whenever cases are different, one is your nominative, another is your objective, mention it twice. Let us see. The girl who is my daughter and whom you met in the library yesterday left for Bombay. So see, this is nominative, who is my daughter, and another is objective. It should be mentioned twice. In the above example, subject of the verb the girl is also the object of the sentence. Hence, both who and whom are used. Next rule. Some important uses of which. So, which is used where? For infants, small animals and object. So, for infants, we don't use who, we use which. So, if we are referring to an infant, this is the baby which was lost in theater. So, in this case, we will use which. Otherwise, normally for persons we use who. If it is a boy or girl, we will use who, but for infant we usually use which. When some selection is expressed, which of these television sets do you want to purchase? So it is selection. There are maybe 5 or 10 television sets. Out of them, which one you want to purchase? Selection. To refer a sentence, he was said to be drunk, which was not true. So when we want to refer to something, want to give reference, then also which is used. So let us revise 3 uses of which for infant, small animals or object, in case of selection, and when we want to refer to a sentence. After uses of which, let us study about uses of that. So when we can use that. For person, lifeless things and small animal in plural number. This is the girl that failed in exam. So in singular plural we also refer. So here this that is referring to that particular girl. As a substitute for singular noun already mentioned, weather of Hyderabad is far better than that of Chennai. So here what is that? that is referring to the weather, and it is comparing between Hyderabad and Chennai. So already substitute here, weather was mentioned, no need to mention it again. So instead of saying weather of Hyderabad is far better than the weather of Chennai, use this word that. It will refer to which is a noun which has already been used. After a noun phrase as a direct object, I vividly remember the night that she came. So here that is referring to the night in which you met that particular girl. Next rule, either and neither are used in speaking of two persons or places or things. So neither Mahesh nor Mohan is intelligent. It means Mahesh is also not intelligent, Mohan is also not intelligent. When we use either or, it means either that person or this. Either you or he should do this work, means out of two, one should do. Another rule. So this is important. Sometimes in correction it is used. There is one thing which is each other, one thing which is one another. How we should do? So each other basically means when two persons, both of you should help each other, two people. One another, for more than two. These four countries should help one another to grow. Or four people are there, five people are there in a group. Five people, all five of you friends should help one another. In that case, we will not say each other. Each other means between two. One another means between two or more. Between more, not between two. Another rule. Each can come in three different places. So each can come in three different places. Starting of sentence, each of the students got prize. What does this mean? There are say 20 students, every student got prize. The students got a prize each. When it is in end, so see, same context, by different placement of each, meaning will change. When you are saying each of the students got prize, so if there are 20 students, it means everyone got prize. The students got a prize each. Here what it means, that those 20 students got only one prize, not multiple. Just by using this each in starting and ending, meaning is changing. Now let us see third use in middle. The students were each given a prize. So another, the students were each given a prize. So one by one, everyone was given a prize. Here this refers to this. So just by the different location of the word, the meaning is changing. As regards anybody, everybody, everyone, pronoun of the masculine or feminine gender should be used according to context. So okay, so every one of the boys got his hall ticket. So here everyone was referring to boys, so we will be using his. Had it been girls, we would use have heard. So friends, these were some common rules related to the usage of pronouns, in which we discussed that how by understanding the rules, correct usage, we can avoid errors, and this can be an important part in your VA, understanding these rules of grammar. In our next video, we will do one of the logical reasoning topics, which is ordering and sequencing. I hope today's topic is clear to you, my dear friends. In case there is any suggestion, you can write to us in the comment box or on our mail ID meedu.study@gmail.com, and we will definitely attend it. Please share your feedback, how you are liking the series. Like our video, share it, subscribe it, share it with your friends who are preparing for CAT 21, and any sort of feedback, do let us know. Thank you friends, take care, have a good day.